Yeah.
All right. MainStream round 2.
Round 2.
The second week this has done this. It did it when me and Henry and Ellen I opened up the new Hangout for that. And now this week with nobody wants from all angles. Let us get the truth out there. So let's try this again.
They definitely do censor, so I mean it's possible.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's try this again. We were talking about Loretta Lynch and her reopening the investigation of the Hillary Clinton emails and stuff. What's going to happen?
Well, who would be in charge of the investigating and putting the charges forth? Would that be the new FBI director?
It didn't say.
Well, isn't there right now? Isn't there an interim FBI director at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
The man, I can't remember the guy's name that he nominated, but that's probably going to be a long process to actually get him in.
Yeah.
Just like every other person who's tried to get in.
Yeah, because Democrats, they don't give a damn about the country. They give a damn about their own party, and they give a damn about, stopping Trump from doing anything that he's supposed to do under the Constitution.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they just lost again in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. And South Carolina.
Yeah, so let's get into the whole ass off. John ass off. I call him
ass off.
Ass off.
Laughing my ass off.
Laughing my off.
That was funny when Kellyanne Conway tweeted that the other day. I died. I was like,
on Twitter as
great.
the ISIS candidate. Yeah. Yeah, so
wasn't he also tied to Nancy Pelosi?
Puppet to Nancy Pelosi.
He was
Hollywood.
He was only like 31, I think. 30, 31.
He was. But yeah, so mainstream media hyped this. So
it's happening again.
Man. Yeah, we're having problems again.
It's happening again.
Yes.
How about now?
I can hear you
better
now.
Okay. Mainstream media was representing this as the referendum on Trump. This was it. We're going to finally stop. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Big league.
Mm-hmm.
Karen Handel.
Yeah, and see, that's been the Democrats' mistake. They've been trying to make they're running against Trump instead of running on their own record. Oh wait, what record?
Yeah, I mean the 0-4-5 now.
0-5, yeah. Well, I mean their voting records I'm talking about. That's
the thing is that they don't have a coherent message. It's all Russia. That's their message. I mean,
mm-hmm.
and Trump has the message of more jobs, less immigration, stop immigration, build the wall. That's his message. And people can take that message, American person takes that message to heart because they know they've been screwed for so many decades, for so many years, for God knows how long, and they want it to change. They, after Trump and his supporters, and basically Hollywood stacked with them too. Ass off. What do you want to call it? basically had the biggest political donation district, and it was all out of people. People of Hollywood doesn't know what the people of Georgia does. They don't care about stuff, and the people hate celebrities now. They hate celebrities, and they hate their trying to cram their political opinion down their throat.
About celebrities, did y'all see where Johnny Depp came out and made an
Yeah, he said he wished President Trump was right there on that stage. He said, and the crowd booed him. He's like, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. When was the last time an actor assassinated a president? And he was invoking John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
Yes, more political violence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus, a Trump supporter was stabbed by a Muslim yesterday too in Michigan.
I heard about that. That's terrible.
He was a police officer. So again, they keep escalating and escalating.
Well,
Keeps escalating this violent rhetoric. I mean, can you imagine if a conservative actor who said something like that about President Obama when he was in office?
Well, I think the difference is, I'm not trying to label all people on the Democratic side because, there are, I personally know some people that are Democratic and they're good people, but the vast majority that we see, they're not good people. So they're going to do and say these things, whereas people more on the conservative side have a little bit more respect for themselves and for the country and for the people who are leading our country. That's why you didn't see, conservatives, go out and do these things when Obama was in office. Mm-hmm. It's all about the person's morals and what they feel is right in handling things in a different fashion. These people just don't care.
Well, the thing is, when Obama was elected, we accepted it. We didn't like it, but we accepted it.
Right, yeah, because that's what the type of people we are. He's still the president, and we're not going to go, encourage violence against him just because we don't like him. That's not the thing to do. Really, there's no other way to say it without sounding mean, but.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, Johnny Depp's movies have not done well in recent years. He's had some financial issues. He's had some woman issues. Apparently, he beat his wife.
Mm-hmm. Did he really? He's a woman beater?
Yeah, that's what
that's what I've heard.
The lawsuit said with his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm. So, that's no excuse for his behavior, but I'm just pointing out that.
Well, now I'm not going to go see the new pirate movie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that new pirate movie is supposed to come out in a couple of days, so that might hurt the box office.
I thought it was already out.
Is it already out?
It's been out for it's been out for 2 weeks, I think. But I'm not going to. We were actually debating about what movie we were going to go see this weekend. And I enjoyed the Pirates of the Caribbean, and I wanted to go see that, but I'm not now. I'm not going to go spend my money and support him. I'm just not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what people need to do is to stick to these Hollywood celebrities. Don't buy their movies. Don't see their movies. Don't buy their merchandise. Don't do anything if they promote violence against a political official like that.
Right. It's okay for them to have a different political viewpoint than who our current president is. That's fine. That's their right. But when you step over the line and you say these hateful things and you promote the violence, that's where I have a problem.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they are perfectly entitled to say whatever they want. It's called freedom of speech. But what they're not entitled to is freedom from consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Right. And, there's going to be a lot of people. The holiday weekend's coming up. That's supposed to be a big box office hit for the holiday. And there's going to be a lot of conservative people or even people in the middle that aren't really either way, that don't agree with what's going on. They're not going to go see it. So he's ultimately going to lose out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Disney as
Yeah.
well. I'm not very happy with Disney either because, well, we were there in February, I believe. We went to the Magic Kingdom and they have this,
Oh, the Hall of
it's not
Presidents?
really, yes, yeah. And it was currently closed down when we were there because they were redoing it. And they had a sign
Yeah,
out that said
they was adding President Trump.
yeah, but then I just saw, or it had been maybe a month ago, a new article came out where they were going to skip over President Trump. Or
Oh, yeah, they said they was contemplating on whether or not to make him talk or
right,
not.
yes, and that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right at all.
Yeah, it's not
absolutely.
right. It isn't right. Yeah, I tell you, at least one actor I can think of who really doesn't express a lot of political opinions because he admits he doesn't know a whole lot about politics. That's Denzel Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Someone,
What about Mark Wahlberg?
yeah, Mark Wahlberg, yeah, him too. Yeah, I think they are
Okay.
secretly. I think secretly they are conservatives. They just don't want to say.
Right, because of the backlash that they may get.
Well, and also you have Antonio Sabato Jr., who's running for Congress, and he was pro-Trump, and he said that the Hollywood basically blackballed him.
Oh yeah, no wonder he hadn't been in anything in a while. Yeah.
But he's running for Congress now, and I urge people to vote for him.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, it was like Sonny Bono. He was a congressman.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? That was Cher's husband that died in the snowmobile.
No, he was skiing. He ran into a tree.
Oh, okay. I was close. I didn't know he was in Congress.
Yep. But
Clint Eastwood was mayor of Carmel, California, too.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably need some help over there. Did y'all see today where California was banning people to travel to Texas?
No, I haven't. I didn't see that.
Yeah. I think I retweeted it earlier. Yeah, there's some type. I didn't get a chance to read like the whole article. I just saw where California, I don't know if they were considering it or they did it, but banning people from traveling to Texas, like flying to Texas.
Consider, wait a minute, I'm going to be flying from Texas to California in October.
Well, maybe back from California to Texas.
Now they're allowed that, but they won't allow Trump's Muslim ban. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, that's what the whole argument was. Let me see if I can find it. If it's something they proposed or something that was implemented.
They better not try and ban me from going to California from Texas.
Isn't that ridiculous? It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
I'll tell them where to go, what to do.
Okay, I think I believe it's actually a few. Hold on. Travel ban. I just never have enough time to during the week. I try to catch up on the weekend, but okay. Per Fox News, on Fox News, it says California bans state travel to Texas and 3 other states over anti-LGBT laws.
Good Lord.
I'm going to try to put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, I see the video on Twitter. Give me a break.
That is just
Texas, Kentucky, Alabama, and South Dakota.
Yes. Yep, they're banning.
Oh, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Texas, Kansas, and South Dakota.
Yes, all of them, because they all have the anti-LGBT law.
So we can't stop terrorists from coming into our country, but we can stop the people that doesn't believe in gay marriage from going into other states.
Yes, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna set well with the courts on this one.
I don't see how they can do it.
Yeah, I don't see either. It's
That has to be. If anything's,
I mean,
non-constitutional, that would be.
Well, the thing is, I booked my flight before they implemented this. So,
well, and plus it's not until October, Henry. So anything can happen between now and then.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't going to last long. This is not.
See, I already booked my flight before this. So,
Can we?
I don't think it was affect.
Can we just get Lex Luthor's plan from Superman and blow up California and put it in? Yeah, Henry, you know the plan that Lex Luthor had in Superman, where he was going to blow up California or something.
No, he was
going
to. He was going to cause the San Andreas Fault to split.
Oh,
split California off.
Yeah. Can we have that plan back? Shame on Superman. Shame on Superman for stopping that.
Well, they say that California is overdue for a major earthquake.
Oh, maybe they have an earthquake. Maybe. I nominate that we change California to Commie Florida.
Yeah.
But so going back. All right, but I was gonna go back and look forward, seeing how John Assoff lost the special election. Let's look forward to 2018 and what happened and see what's going on. So after this devastating loss, which is a win for me and for all the Trump supporters out there, it's a win for us. But the devastating loss, now the left, I see, has starting to turn on each other. And the number one person is Crazy Eye
Nancy Pelosi. That's right. They want her out.
They want her out. And
yeah, they want her out. They're like, you're costing us too many victories.
It's not Nancy Pelosi's fault, though. Even though she's on there, and it's not just Nancy Pelosi. It's Chuck Schumer. It's Maxine Waters. It's Bernie Sanders. It's Elizabeth Warren. It's all these people, and it's because they don't have a coherent message. All they have is impeach Trump, kill supporters, kill Republican congressmen, violence. That's all they have, and the right and the alt-right and whatever you want to call it has a coherent message that the American people understand. And here's the thing. John Ossoff was going to lose anyway because Georgia voted Trump, and they want Trump to succeed. They want his policies in place. They want him to bring back jobs. They want him to build the wall. They want him to stop illegal immigration. They don't want this beta male cuck who to Nancy Pelosi and George Soros and all this Hollywood elite donors that's trying to stop the whole anti-Trump movement. They don't want that. And I'm surprised. I am severely surprised that election was not rigged in Ossoff's favor. I am absolutely surprised about that.
Well, if he would have won, people would have known something was up.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel Maddow, she said it was because it rained. That's why he lost. They didn't get out and vote because it was raining.
Yeah. And I heard they bringing back the Russian narrative too. He lost because of Russia, which
there we
go.
go.
What?
Because they care so much about Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, give me a break. And they try to paint the woman Karen as a woman hater. I'm like, how does a woman hate women? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, and CNN tried to claim that Karen Handel did not thank President Trump for her acceptance speech.
That's a lie.
Well, I know. They played a little bit of her acceptance speech, and they cut it off right before she thanked President Trump and Vice President Pence. Fox News played the entire clip in its entirety, in context.
And plus, all of her supporters, after she thanked Trump, was chanting Trump, because I saw that on Twitter.
That's right. They were chanting Trump, 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 Trump. It was great.
It was great. I mean, the movement is still there. The Trump movement is still there. And in this election, and like I said on Facebook, I posted this on Facebook, this election is proof that all the Trump hysteria is manufactured by the mainstream media.
Of course it is.
His movement is still there. His hardcore Trump supporters are still there, and they're no longer silent anymore after this.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look forward to 2018, because 2018, the mainstream media is hyping this to be the referendum on Trump, and that 2018 is going to be the year the Democrats take back the House, the Senate, the whatever. I don't see that happening unless there's some big change happening between now and then. I don't see that happening.
Unless they rig it, which is
unless they rig it, which is highly possible. Because there was a report out now that said over 5.7 million people voted illegally in like the 2008 election.
Yeah,
I saw that.
That's right.
Let me see if I can bring that back up.
Are we really shocked and surprised by that? I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
And that's sad that we're not shocked.
Indeed.
I mean, I've been saying this. I've been saying that elections has been rigged ever since the whole fiasco with Al Gore and Bush.
Mm-hmm. But do you know that? But do you know that they were trying to rig it in Al Gore's favor in 2000, especially down in Florida, with remember the hanging chads, the dimple.
Yeah, I remember that.
The dimple ballots and all that crap. Yeah. Al Gore tried to steal it, not George W. Bush.
They're both on the same team anyway. They were both beholden to their lobbyists and donors. So.
Yeah, they're globalists.
Absolutely.
Is Al Gore even in the picture anymore, or has he retired?
He's trying to be. Al Gore is trying to be in the picture.
Al Gore, he's nothing more than a joke. That's all he is. He's a punchline. Look what they did to him on South Park.
Yeah.
I like South Park.
I'm super cereal. The man bear pig.
Man bear pig. The man bear pig.
I'm not good at
warming. Okay, Washington Times. This is from the Washington Times. Non-citizen illegal vote number higher than estimated.
Oh, is Washington Times a good one?
I think so. Study supports.
All right.
Washington Post. Yeah. Study supports Trump. 5.7 million non-citizens may have, which means they did cast their votes illegally. A research group in New Jersey has taken a fresh look at the post-election polling data and concluded that the number of non-citizens voting illegally in the U.S. elections is likely far greater than previous estimates. As many as 5.7 million non-citizens may have voted in the 2008 election, which put Barack Obama in the White House.
And sadly, once again, that's another case of, are we surprised? Are we shocked?
Yeah, I mean...
And no, we're not.
Elections have been rigged. And just like the 2016, they tried their damnedest to rig it, but it backfired so big.
Yep, that's right.
But where do you see 2018? Is the Democrats going to take the House like the mainstream media says? Are they going to sweep it?
Don't listen to fake news. I mean, they are going to try and they're going to try and push it forward. You know, they want to see the Republicans lose. They want to see Trump, laid low. They want to see Trump look bad. That's why they're saying that, it's going to be a sweeping victory for the Democrats.
Yep.
And if Republicans aren't careful, if Republicans don't get their acts together, that may very well happen.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw Judge Janeen's opening statement last Saturday, but she went after Republicans.
Yeah. Here's the thing. What the Republicans need to do is appeal to the pro-Trumpers. Appeal to them. Don't go out there and say, well, I have this such and such problem with Trump and this such and that means we know that you're fake. Okay, we know that you're fake. You don't support Trump and you don't support his agenda. so you're not going to get voted in.
Well, we know that there are never Trumpers in the Republican Party. I mean, John McCain, Lindsey Graham, outgoing Congressman Jason Chaffetz, who made some horrible comments about Trump, saying, "Well, he's no better than Obama." Well, you're an idiot then, Chaffetz.
Yep. I mean, those people right there are the old Republican elite. They're the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them taking the House at this point in time. Amy, what's
Are
your
you talking
thoughts
about the
on that?
Democrats?
Yeah, absolutely. The Dems.
No, not while Trump's in office. I don't see it happening. They won't take the House.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right.
I mean, they have to have some in there just because otherwise that would be, that would be blown up. There's going to be some in there, but it's not going to be a majority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have some Republicans that are never Trumpers and that will also fight against them.
Well, it's going to be funny to watch the fake news media, have to, it's like they hold off on reporting positive results for Republicans. They did it with the Georgia race.
Yeah.
CNN.
I'm sure you guys saw that screenshot of the CNN crew, and they're all depressed and they're all with their sad faces.
I saw it. Did y'all see where James Comey was walking into the New York Post? Is that what that one is?
New York Times, or as I call it, New York Slimes, I call it.
Yeah, they had pictures of him walking in there this morning.
Oh wow!
Just walking right in, yeah.
He might be leaking some more memos to them.
Yeah. Right.
President Trump says he has no recordings of James Comey. He has no tapes.
That. I mean, here's what Trump said in his tweet. He better hope that there's no recordings. Trump didn't say he recorded him or not. So I don't know how they can turn that against him. I mean, here's the thing.
Well,
I still believe there are recordings. I don't think Trump has them, but I think there are recordings.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, Comey was the FBI director. He probably had the room bugged or something. Who knows?
Yeah, because the White House is bugged.
Oh, definitely. And that's why I think he spends so much time in Florida at his Mar-a-Lago, because that's his, and he knows it's not bugged there. And I think that's my personal opinion. That's why he spends so much time there, because it's like his personal space, and he knows that it's safe.
Just because it's not bugged, he really needs to make sure of that. Get somebody that he trusts in there and get like a Mike. Get like a Mike Ehrmantraut and have him sweep through the entire Mar-a-Lago.
Exactly.
Under the White House, there's tunnel systems that, and the tunnels, there are so many tunnels and how long they go, and who knows about those and who has access. Those are scary. That there's Secret Service agents that camp out in those tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Because I even heard from somewhere that some of these tunnels go underneath certain establishments in Washington.
Yeah, they do.
And that's kind of creepy, I think.
The thing about Mar-a-Lago is that's President Trump's personal property. He paid for that. We didn't.
I was I'm reading Trump's Art of the Deal, and he talked about Mar-a-Lago and how he bought it.
Nice.
And he said he got it for a steal.
And then, you have people that complain about Trump going to Mar-a-Lago about, how much is it costing the taxpayer for him to go there for Secret Service and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, do these people not realize how many vacations Obama took?
Mm-hmm.
money it cost us for him to go on all these vacations. That man was on
Oh,
vacation more than he was working.
but they don't care about that, Amy. See, it's all about Trump now. I mean, they don't want to talk about the past. Oh, but they'll willingly talk about George W. Bush and Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush. They'll bring that up every time. Every time somebody talks about Barack Obama and something that he did, oh, but what about George W. Bush? How many vacations did he take?
Exactly.
I mean, the more I find out about Bush, now, I mean, I don't think that he was a very good person. I mean, he did some really bad things as well.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it seems
But what happens is, regardless of how you feel about George W. Bush, the left likes to play false equivalencies.
Well, here's the thing: Bush
Well,
is protected. He's protected by the establishment because of his daddy, Daddy Bush.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they say, there's conspiracies, but they say that, Bush was behind Reagan's.
George H.W. Bush being behind the assassination attempt on Reagan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard that too.
I mean,
I watched this documentary about it, and it makes sense. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but it makes you.
Because Ronald Reagan.
Well, think about this.
Ronald Reagan was the outsider like Trump.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Henry.
Well, hell, they tried to tie George H.W. Bush to the assassination of JFK too, because he was part of the CIA at that time. So who knows?
Well, and what was it? Ted Cruz's father was where?
Oh yeah,
JFK?
that too.
You know what?
He was, yeah.
I'm glad you brought up conspiracies because I would really like to do an entire show about conspiracies. Pick a whole bunch of conspiracies and just discuss them.
That would be great.
Let's do that next week.
Okay.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yep.
I like that idea.
Yep.
Yeah, give me time to get some things together.
Conspiracies.
Yep. I'll pick some of the biggest conspiracies that I personally believe, which is going to be actually I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm just going to pick them, and you guys are going to find out. You're going to find out.
No, you better. No, we need to know ahead of time.
All right.
Yeah, we're
one thing.
Yeah, we want Shane to be down in Brazil. Give them to us ahead of time.
Now, Henry, I did not. Yeah. I am a good Christian boy, Henry. I did not. I did not give you those emails, those questions ahead of time.
But one thing I wanted to talk about this week, and it really bothers me, and it may follow along conspiracies as well, but the boy from North Korea that he died.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I found disturbing myself is the family declined an autopsy.
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't know why.
Well, remember the family declined an autopsy with Antonin Scalia as well.
But isn't that strange?
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, especially on Scalia. I mean, that should have been the first thing they did was an autopsy.
Yep.
With his position and the way that he died, where he died, that would have been. I mean, there should be a law that. I mean, that should be the number one thing you do. But for this boy I honestly think that North Korea sent him home with the hopes that he was going to die as a message. Because right after that happened, Trump did send out that tweet stating that he appreciates, China and President or Xing, or I don't even know how you say his name, trying to help with North Korea, but it hasn't worked out. And that was right after. So I personally think that they sent that boy home knowing they messed him up, sent him home knowing he was going to die as a message. Because North Korea doesn't send prisoners back to America.
No.
And he definitely
Right.
wouldn't have made a deal with Trump. So there.
Well, didn't the kid's parents said that the Obama administration told him to keep quiet about this?
Yes, yeah, that's
Mm.
what the father came out and said. I think during a press conference.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean the whole story is pretty interesting, and there's not that much information out yet. So I've been looking around, and
That should tell people everything they need to know about Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
But
how much of a scumbag he is.
I think that the boy actually they are having an autopsy. They're just stating publicly they're not, because I really think that North Korea did this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, by the way,
they beat him into a coma.
Speaking of Art of the Deal, didn't Dennis Rodman give Kim Jong-un a copy of that book?
Yeah, I said that last week. Yeah, he gave him a copy of the book last week when he visited.
Art of the Deal, yeah.
Let's see here. So Otto, that was really horrible what happened to him. And I think there's like 3 more American prisoners in North Korea.
But why would you go to North Korea?
I would never go to North Korea.
I wouldn't even go to South Korea.
Either.
Yeah, neither would I.
There is nothing over there for me.
To be honest with you, I would never travel across seas as it is right now.
Oh, I wouldn't either. No.
I mean, it's just bad enough here in the USA, but across seas, absolutely not. Not even Mexico or Canada. Yeah. I wouldn't even do that.
Canada, I might go to Canada. That'd be about it.
Well, they have their own problems up there as well. I mean, their prime is that a prime minister? Justin okay?
Justin from Canada.
I mean, they're battling
his
their
father
own problems.
His father was prime minister at one time.
Was he?
Yeah, did he do a horrible job? His father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna be.
Well, don't forget, Justin is a freaking Muslim too. So.
No, he's not. Is he really?
He's supposed to be.
I had no idea.
Justin Trudeau identifies himself as a Muslim.
Well, he's a Muslim sympathizer. We'll just put it that way. I don't know if he's.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, what about the teen girl that was murdered by was he a Mexican immigrant?
Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he beat her to death. And at first, everybody was, talking about Americans, and then when they found out he was, an illegal immigrant, everybody got quiet about it.
Well, now he did that in San Francisco, which is a sanctuary city.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I thought this was in Virginia.
I didn't hear about that.
I mean,
the one I was
thinking.
This just happened. The one I was thinking about was the one in San Francisco where the young girl was killed.
Well, you talking about the one that they're trying to pass Kate?
Yeah,
this
I think
girl was just murdered. I think Monday or Tuesday. They just found her body, and
this just happened then. Oh,
yes, yeah, this just happened, and the boy who murdered her, I think he was 19 or 20, but he was an illegal immigrant from Mexico, and then found out about that, everybody got quiet, as if it only mattered if an American, an American boy did it. But since he was, an illegal,
and he might have been a part of the MS-13 gang too.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But I mean, I was sad for that girl. I mean, I don't think just because she's Muslim that people need to go out and kill people. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. But it was the fact that everybody got quiet. Like her death didn't matter anymore because an illegal Mexican did it.
Well, that's because it doesn't fit their narrative that they're trying to push on American people.
And, and the Muslim community should see that and see how how the mainstream and everybody else is using them. I mean, because that's what they're doing. They're using them,
Yeah.
and they're only good for, you know, if, you know, a Trump supporter or a white man did it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know, the
I mean,
takeaway.
I don't want to put race in it, but they do, and that's how they think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
the whole takeaway from this election was that Trump really opened the eyes of the American people of how despicable the mainstream media is.
Indeed. Yes.
Did y'all get a chance to
agree.
watch? I mean, I know I'm not a fan of her, but Kelly.
Oh, Megyn Kelly's interview with Alex Jones.
Yeah, did y'all watch
I haven't watched that yet. I missed that.
I saw some clips from it, and here's the thing. I mean, she, of course, tried to characterize him as a conspiracy theorist, and he's a nut job. He,
Mm-hmm.
he thinks, he said 9/11 was an inside job. He said that Sandy Hook was a hoax and all that, and then
Yes.
the way Megyn Kelly portrayed it, oh, he's a nut job. He's a lunatic.
Oh, and then she was like, what about the parents? I mean, how can you say that to these parents? You know, she played it up very well.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And also, before the interview aired, like a few days before, Alex Jones released his version because he recorded the whole entire interview, and he released it on the website.
Yep.
So
good. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I was just curious to see how NBC was going to
what I suggest is to watch the Megyn Kelly version first, and then go on the website and watch the full version on the InfoWars to see how they cut and edited it. See how Megyn Kelly cut and edited it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's terrible. And then America's Funniest Home Videos had higher ratings when it aired than her show.
Then the interview that she did with Alex Jones. Yeah, that's
I mean, and a rerun at that. We're America's Funniest Home Videos. I mean, that's pretty funny stuff, but that's bad.
And the worst part is that America's Funniest Videos really went downhill.
They were great when we had, you know, real cameras with like tapes, you know, like home tapes, like our parents had growing up. That's when it was really funny, but now it's all staged, and you can tell it's fake.
Do you know that we had a cat one time that actually knocked on our door with its back feet, and my grandfather videoed him doing it, and sent it in America's Funniest Home Videos?
Oh, really?
That's great. Did they call you?
No,
did you get called?
I don't think we got called. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they showed it.
That was a long. They may have. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that clip online. I can't find it.
Does any of your family members maybe still have like the original?
I don't think they do. I don't think we still have the original.
Oh man.
I don't even know what tape it would be on.
That's when you have to watch all of them.
Yeah.
If you even have a VCR player still, we have one.
We don't even have a VCR.
We still have one.
I got the DVD VCR combo.
Yeah, we have one. That's what we have.
One of those, yeah.
You can get them online for about $5.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, because this is cheap.
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, not to deviate, but yeah, I mean that is pretty pitiful. That that a rerun of America's Funniest Home Videos beats out Megyn Kelly's interview with Alex Jones.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Let's see here.
Week
in Trump.
Donald.
Yeah, go ahead, Amy.
Oh, I just opened up my Twitter, and Donald Trump Jr. just tweeted about Disney, and he said, "I think it would be hard at Disney." Oh man, I lost it. Updated on its own. Let me pull it back up. get hashtag
Fire Depp.
debt. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He said, I think it would be hard for at Disney to keep him. Let's see, hashtag Fire Depp goes viral after Trump assassination joke. And then he tagged the Gateway Pundit's article about it.
I got a feeling that we're going to see Donald Trump Jr. 2024.
Yeah. And then he just did. Oh, wait. No, that was. Never mind. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just saw that and thought it was interesting.
Okay, yeah, I was just going to go into the week of Trump, and
But I guess the left will accuse Donald Trump Jr. of trying to encourage a boycott against Johnny Depp. No, it's not. It's not that. It's not trying to.
No, it's not. That's his
That's
father.
the principle of it.
He has every right to say whatever he wants. He's not president. Well, not that it matters, because Trump says whatever he wants too.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, Shane. What was that about Weekend Trump?
Yeah, so I was going to see, because Trump did a lot of stuff this week. He did an executive order, I think, for the VA.
Yes.
And
he said, I just asked two simple words to say to the VA, thank you, or the veterans rather.
and he also held a campaign-style rally in Iowa.
I heard about that. Yeah, he targeted the fake news.
I
and it was a
have to
massive
watch it.
crowd.
I have to watch it. I missed it.
Oh, he went after the fake news big time.
Yeah, I think CNN and all the mainstream media didn't cover all of the rally.
No.
Oh, that wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing
people
is, I suggest watching it on YouTube. His rallies.
Yes,
because they covered it in full, and they don't edit his quotes to make him look like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, C-SPAN runs things in full.
Yeah.
C-SPAN and C-SPAN 2, they don't edit, they don't cut.
I even have C-SPAN 3.
I like C-SPAN, but you can go on to if you subscribe to the White House, you can watch all of the stuff live as well.
Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube. Let's see here. Anything else that Trump did that I might have missed?
I think he signed anything.
I know that he signed to the White House. I haven't been there in a few days. I was trying to I want to pull all of the orders and the I can't think, the memos or the memorandums and stuff and put it on our WordPress, but I just haven't had time to do it.
No, of course, President Trump is going to take his case for the travel ban to the Supreme Court.
Oh, really? When's that supposed to?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully, because I love to see him win that case. I think he's got a strong argument.
Something happened this week with Obamacare, or I think.
Oh yeah, the healthcare plan.
Oh, the Senate. Yeah, the Senate is trying to get their own version going.
Yeah, I think.
Is today the 23rd?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. He had a statement released today about it. It says it's called National Review Obamacare failure is on the Democrats, and then it goes on. It's a pretty long statement, but it's on the White House website.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to sit here and read it because I'll be here for an hour.
Just give me the link and I'll just post it in the description below.
Okay.
Yep. So about the healthcare, did that pass? Because I read somewhere it didn't pass.
I
No,
think aren't they
they were
kind of?
just
I think
talking.
they're kind
It was
of
just a
debating it.
discussion, debating it. Okay.
I think they're kind of debating it in the Senate right now.
Because I saw somewhere that more healthcare providers has been pulling out of a couple of states
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
because of the Obamacare.
I wish Blue Cross and Blue Shield would pull out.
Mm-hmm.
They might be on. They might be next. Might be
I would
next on
hope
the
so.
chopping block.
I
But
mean, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is pretty much they're taking the brunt of it. They're holding all of mostly Obama's policy, or the Obamacare is Blue Cross. A lot of the other insurances are dropping it.
mm-hmm. I think that's pretty much it in the week in Trump. Let's go to local news. Amy, got any local news?
Yeah. Several things happened. I think I don't know if it was Monday night or Tuesday night. There was a shooting at one of the local wing houses, and these two men, they were younger guys. I would say early 20s. It was a black male and a white male. They actually were friends, and I guess something happened, and the black guy hit the white guy in the back of the head, like punched him in the head, and the white guy chased him down out into the parking lot and shot him dead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So he died.
well, it's that guy's fault. He shouldn't have punched him in the back of the head.
Yeah, he was defending himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think what happened was, I guess the guy that died didn't have a firearm. He didn't have any type of weapons, and he was running away from them. And because this guy chased him down into the parking lot to
Mm-hmm.
shoot him, they charged him with second-degree murder. So he's not, because he killed him and shot him
Mm-hmm.
after the guy was trying to get away. Because self-defense only works if
You're still in
the person's not leaving you alone and you have no other option.
Right.
But because this guy fled, so sad, the guy died, and he there was 13 bullet casings, I heard, on the ground. I don't know how many times the guy was actually shot, but I mean, because we live in such a small town, and the friends of both sides of the family were on all these local Facebook sites fighting back and forth. And I'm talking like all week long. There was like 1,000 comments on like each thread. It was just non-stop. It was terrible. Terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh, well, I mean, this is news to me, and I'm excited. My town is getting a Wawa.
What?
A what?
A Wawa.
Yeah, it's like you don't have a Wawa up there?
We don't.
No. Do you know what a Wawa is?
Is it? It's a convenience store, right?
Yeah, it's like a fancy. Well, I wouldn't say fancy, but they have.
You guys have
everything.
sheets.
What?
Do you have sheets?
No.
Well,
No,
basically, it's like a sheets. We have a sheets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, we mainly have Kangaroos. That's the big convenience store around here is Kangaroo. But yeah, they bought up 3 lots on the main corner of town, and so they're going to be tearing down all the older buildings, and these are from like the 1950s, these buildings. So there's a lot of controversy about that. I mean, people don't want the buildings torn down because it's a part of history, but I mean, they're basically falling down and need to come down anyway.
Yeah.
And then they just don't think that we need another gas station. But I'm kind of excited because I I have like a gas station obsession. I stop like every day, and I probably should not. I don't know what it is. I just like going to the gas station. I like going to get a soda drink, and I just like it. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's like I'll come home from work and I'll take the gas station to get a drink because they are like you can get a fountain drink for 50 cents, and
Mhm.
you know that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's all I have really going on here.
All right, Henry, you got anything?
Oh yes, oh yes. This is local. I mean, it's local to our area, but it also affected other places around us. That being what was once Tropical Storm Cindy is now Tropical Depression Cindy. And as it came on shore, it set off tornadoes, and there were tornado warnings, flash flood warnings,
Are you
warnings.
okay? Everything's good at your
Oh,
house?
everything's fine. Yeah, we're fine here.
Oh, is that
good.
what that message you got last week on your cell phone was about?
That was about we were having some bad storms. That had nothing to do with Cindy, though. That was
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Entergy, Mississippi is reporting some power outages. Follow the latest on those outages here. There's a link. Flood warnings are in effect for much of Mississippi as downpours are expected to continue, maxing the capacity for the state's rivers, streams, creeks, ponds, and ditches. National Weather Service is expecting rain to linger through the weekend. What it did was, Cindy took a track around us. It went up, came up from the Gulf, went through Louisiana and Arkansas. It actually took a northeast trajectory toward Memphis. It's heading in the northeasterly direction now. So, and there were a lot of flood warnings in Attala County, Holmes County, Madison County, Yazoo County, Hinds, and Warren County. Some of those counties are south of us. Some of them are east. Lauderdale County, Lawrence and Simpson counties. That was a special weather statement. Flash flood watch. We were actually under a flash flood watch. I think that has expired now in our area, but we were put under a flash flood watch yesterday, and it ran through today. I believe that one has expired for our area. But there's flash flood watches. There's one expiring at 10 o'clock Central Time tonight in George, Greene, Perry, Stone, and Wayne counties. Warning has already expired earlier today in Leake, Rankin, and Scott counties. There's a flash flood warning, which apparently is going until further notice in Jackson County. Harrison County, theirs expires at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Whoa.
That's a
Now, that's
long
down
time.
on the coast. That's down on the coast.
Yeah.
Coastal flood advisory for Hancock, Harrison, and Jackson counties. Flood warning for Harrison County. That's until further notice. There's one that expires on June 25th, which is Sunday. So, I mean, when this thing came on shore, it set off all these flood warnings. Now
You have to be really careful with the flash flood. I know how bad that is. I mean, it happens so quickly. I mean, within minutes, and the cars are being swept away.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever get a flash flood warning, get off of the road like immediately.
Yeah, our flash flood.
Not a joke.
Our flash flood watch for this county expired at 7 o'clock Central Time. No longer under anything like that. So there's flash flood watches.
If we get one, I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
There's flash flood watches that have extended north of us, but they've expired for our area. Neshoba County has a thing until Monday. Wow,
that's bad.
And that was issued today. So yeah, some areas are still being affected by this, by this tropical depression.
I saw some of the picture or the videos of the tornadoes. They were pretty bad. I saw some water spouts coming.
Yeah, there were some pictures of water spouts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I also have an obsession with tornadoes too. I just love watching them. I don't know why.
Oh, did you see that photo of the guy
As
who
long
was
as
mowing his grass
or-
and there was a tornado in the
Oh
background?
yeah, I think that was a fake photo.
I don't know about that one.
I think that was photoshopped.
It might have been,
But yeah, I mean, this kind of stuff is not anything to mess around with. I mean, and hurricane season started on June 1st, so it runs, I think, through September. Or was it November 1st? I think is when it ends. I believe so.
It might be November.
So
probably around September, November.
Yeah.
Unless you believe global warming and tornado season and hurricane season lasts all season long.
Yeah. Well, we're almost into July, so we're still in the early stages of hurricane season at this point.
And plus, summer just started on Wednesday.
Right. Yeah, first day of summer. And it does not feel like summer here. I mean, it feels like early. It still feels like spring here. We haven't really had rain. We haven't really had a lot of hot temperatures here yet. As I said, yet.
Yeah, we had a few hot days, but other than that, it's been raining.
We had a few hot days back in May, and that was about it. And we've had a few here in June, like early June, but that's. But I mean, it doesn't feel too bad outside, really.
Yeah.
So that is it for my local news.
Right. Before I get to my local news, there's something that we didn't discuss last week that Amy, I can't hear you.
No, we sure can't hear you, Amy. We see you typing, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, I see you typing. You might have to drop out and come back in. All right, let me continue on.
And I noticed that Shane, you're getting a lot better as the show progresses. Oh, that's weird.
That is weird. All right. But before I get into my local news, last week we forgot to discuss this. It was 2 years ago last week that Donald Trump made his announcement that he was running for president.
Yep.
And,
June 5th. What was it?
June 16th.
What day was it? June 16th. That's right. 2015.
You had to take your headphones and put it in a mess. You might want to take your headphones out, unplug them, and then plug them back in, Amy, and see if that helps. If that doesn't help, just come back in. Drop out and come back in.
So 2 years ago, the man himself.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
So I still remember that day. I was at work, and I watched the entire broadcast. And my God, when he came down those escalators and said he's running
down the escalator, that's right.
Yeah, the golden escalators, and he said he's running for president. I almost had a heart attack because I was hoping to God that somebody would, defeat Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton. Because if Trump did not would have ran, we were probably having President Hillary right now. It would have been Bush versus Hillary.
Yeah,
Hillary. But I remember, as soon as he announced, the mainstream media was like, "Oh, he's just running as a joke. He's not in there for the long haul. He's just running to be a showman. He's just trying to promote his business and everything." And then when the first primary happened in New Hampshire, and he won, that right there was the bowling ball that started it all. This snowball that started it all.
Oh yeah.
I can't leave because if we're in the broadcast, so I'll just not talk. I don't think it'll end the broadcast. If you hit stop broadcast. Okay, you might.
That's funny.
Yeah. If you hit stop broadcast, end it. But yeah, the whole winning New Hampshire was the snowball, and then it just escalated from there. He won South Carolina, And Jeb Bush dropped out that very night. I'm surprised he didn't say, "Daddy, it's supposed to be my turn."
They wanted the Bush dynasty. Well, hell, the Clintons wanted the Clinton dynasty.
Yeah. And then he started to win and win and win, and the mainstream media was just, surprised and shocked, and they tried to do everything to stop him. They couldn't stop him. I mean, Ted Cruz and John Kasich said it was going to be a contested convention. Never happened.
Yeah.
And they was going to stop him at the convention too. Didn't happen. And then it was just Hillary and Trump, and Hillary was going to win. Hillary was going to win. That did not happen at all. But yeah, I just figured that we take a trip down memory lane.
Well, I was going to say something about it reminds me of that song. All I do is win, win, win.
Yeah, Trump needs to come out of that. Come out to that theme.
Oh.
All I do is win, win, win. He should have did that on election night. That would have been great. But yeah, let me get into my local news and
what's your local news? Yeah,
for the load. But yeah, I figured we take a trip down memory lane.
That's a great trip down memory lane too.
Well, if the story will load. So basically, this has to do with infrastructure in West Virginia and the governor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why we have a Democratic governor, because West Virginia is deep red.
Mm-hmm.
But the main reason why is because the governor, he owned a couple of coal mines, so that's why he was probably elected. But here's the thing, he didn't pay in like almost $15 million in his taxes for those coal mines. And that's right there. Let me open it up again. It didn't even load for some reason.
It's the Russians again.
It's the Russians, and they hacked my phone. They hacked Amy to keep it quiet, and they hacked my phone, so I won't have to. You better watch out. You better watch out, Henry. They might hack your glasses next.
Uh-oh.
While we wait on my article to load, I know Amy can. I know Amy can hear us.
Amy said, "I know, not cool."
Amy, give me an update on the Breaking Bad status, and I'll just read it out loud on the message board.
Yeah. How far are you in?
Mm-hmm.
I think she said she had seen the episode. Yeah, she did see the episode where Hank found out.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the toilet.
I haven't watched.
I didn't watch it anymore. Oh, okay.
You gotta watch it, Amy. All right, here we go. West Virginia governor approves expanded road repairs, taxes. Governor Jim Justice has signed a new law to ramp up road repairs and reconstruction across the state, supported by a higher gasoline tax, raised sales tax on car sales, and higher motor vehicle fees. The bill, approved last week by legislation, could also support bonding for Justice's proposed highway rebuilding program. Bonding is subject to a voter referendum later this year. Justice says there are 500 road projects on the books now that can start. The Democratic governor says bridge and highway rebuilding will add thousands of highway jobs and make the state more attractive to business. The variable minimum wholesale gas tax will be raised 3.5 cents a gallon. The vehicle sales tax will increase from 5 to 6%, and registration fee from $30 to $50. And that's it. So any thoughts about that?
Well,
I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good on paper, but, once it gets implemented, will it be good? Anything sounds good on paper.
That's going to be the main question right there. Will it be good? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was one other bit of there was one other bit of local news. Was it religious? Oh yeah, we were talking about it. the religious accommodations law was upheld by not the Supreme Court, but a lower court. So we still have that implemented here in Mississippi.
Okay.
And obviously, some think it's discriminatory. You know, it's discriminates against black or gays and all that. You know.
Yeah. Let's see here. Amy says she's going to plan on watching. But you go ahead. Henry.
Businesses here. I was going to say businesses here in Mississippi are free to discriminate if they wish on the basis of. You know, if you're homosexual, they can legally discriminate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I don't have. I mean, that's up to the businesses.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, here's the thing: small business owners should be able to decide who to sell to and who not to sell to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's their business.
Hey, the thing is, if these gays can regulate, you know, bakeries to bake cakes for gay and lesbian weddings,
mm-hmm.
You know, I mean that was just some of the most ridiculous crap I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is. But I think that's going to.
I mean, trying to legislate. What do you call it? Trying to legislate people to essentially go against their own religious convictions or their beliefs and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there is a movie on I think it's Netflix with Aaron Paul.
Yeah, that's what. Amy gave me that screenshot, and I shared it to you guys. Yeah. I definitely have to watch that and check it out.
He was also in a movie called Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably going to do it for political alternative, not mainstream.
Good show tonight.
Yep. So like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Minds and WordPress and all those other links in the description below. Get the message out there. We got to defeat the mainstream media. We're going to keep telling you how it is and keep telling you guys the truth. Tomorrow night is going to be the season finale of the Solid Good Cast with Lantern.
Yeah.
Great episode.
Yes.
Great episode. No spoiler alerts yet until tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Then next Friday is going to be the conspiracy show. We might open up with little bits and pieces of the news, but then we're going to follow up with the conspiracies and discuss those. And then
July 6th Theater is going to be back. Yeah.
July 6th is Sasquatch Theater with the Beast of Borneo. Yeah. I have not watched that yet. I might have to watch it because I have no clue who's going to be who. I'm just going to give you guys random parts, and I have to give myself a random part, and I have to watch it because I have no idea who's in it. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. July 6th is Sasquatch Theater. But yep. So tune in next week. We're going to do a conspiracy show and discuss conspiracy theories, or maybe there might be conspiracy facts. Who knows? But yeah, on that note, good night, everybody. God bless America, and God bless President Donald J. Trump. Woo.